Welcome back to the New York Sports Exchange, episode number 189. And baseball playoffs are among us. Tim, the Mets could not pull it out. The Reds get that last spot. All you had to do was beat the Miami Marlins on Sunday.
No, Stan. All you had to do is not be the worst team in the second half of baseball, and you would have made the fucking playoffs. You had to win like two games. There's so many games. I'm also, trying to be calm about this.
Thoughts on Gary, Keith, and Ron giving them shit for giving the Marlins shit for taking the picture after the game.
Well,
I read that they do that after every win.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I mean, they were okay. Let's be real. The picture, obviously, you have a right to be upset after what happened in the Mets season. There was definitely some raw emotions on there, but the way they were acting, and again, I have nothing against this because if I was in interdivisional and could play spoiler, I would react the same exact way. But
Absolutely,
they were knocking in runs, and they're looking at the fans going like this, like hyping everyone. Like I get, all right, like I get it. You didn't even get 80 wins. I get this is the biggest game you've had all year, but let's pump the brakes a little bit.
Pump the brakes. We'll talk some Mets. The Mets collapse. Baseball playoffs. So this is going to be a two-part episode. So we're recording this right now at 2:15 on Tuesday. This episode will be out Wednesday night, more closer to Thursday morning. So Tuesday, we're going to talk baseball. Second part, we're going to talk football. Giants get a big win. Jaxson Dart wins in his debut despite Malik Neighbors tearing his ACL. Aaron Glenn, I think, is on the hot seat. Unfortunately, this is bad.
Well, how many penalties can you take? How many penalties can you possibly take for a football team? I mean, I will say the officiating wasn't great. I don't understand how is that Garrett Wilson OPI? It's not. It's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
And I'm glad he got his touchdown because I had Garrett Wilson anytime touchdown. So I thank God.
Yeah,
but
I'm happy for the better. For the Jet fan, it sucks.
For the Jets fans, it sucks. But you can't be a coach. It's very hard being a coach that preaches discipline and then your team is not disciplined. That's a very tough look, if you ask me.
How does Braylon Allen can't fumble that in the red zone?
Yes.
Let alone the red zone, the 5-yard line. All right, just run the ball in. It's really not that difficult. Just secure it and run it in. And then the second drive again, field to the fumble. I mean, it's just it's poor management of the football. That's all it is. Very bad.
Okay, so we're going to have our brackets ready for the MLB postseason. So right now, the Tigers and the Guardians are playing. It is currently 1-1 in the top of the 5th inning. Guardians just scored a run in the 4th inning on, of course, an infield single. I don't think a single hit for the Guardians has left the infield. That's just how they operate.
Seems like it doesn't have to.
It seems like it just doesn't have to. So we're going to give our predictions for the Wild Card Series, Division Series, Championship Series, all that. So let's get it started. Let's go with the one right now.
Well, you know what,
Cleveland taking on Detroit.
Before we even jump into the playoffs, let's recap what happened to the Mets just for like 5 minutes because There's some real like.
By the way, clips will be posted on socials after this recording, so it's going to be a very weird. This is always also one of the most difficult times a year for social media posts because we don't want an episode to run too long, even though we have a whole postseason to preview, a whole week of NFL football to recap.
Hockey starts in a week.
Hockey starts in a week. Oh my God.
A lot going on.
I need Noah Laba to make this team. If Johnny Brodzinski makes this team over Noah Laba, Tim knows what I said.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm going to keep it
the goal last night was well. All right, we don't have to go all that. That goal last night was great. David Riddick definitely raises some question marks if he will even be backing up to start the season for the club because he didn't look great. Holbert's definitely had a better preseason. Hockey aside, football aside, you could point the finger and really just like. Be like, oh, this is where it went wrong. This is where it went wrong. But let's take a look in the mirror, Mets fans, and it went wrong everywhere. It went wrong where you think it couldn't even have went wrong, and it went wrong. You go to the first half of the year, best pitching staff in baseball, bats weren't awake. Everyone figured, you know what? Once the bats wake up, you can't beat this team. Bats woke up, everyone's arm fell off. I don't know how that happened all at once. I mean, injuries after injuries, McGill, Griffin Canning. I mean, Manaea was dealing with something long-term all year. Kodai Senga, same issue. But I mean, it was abysmal. And I think really where I'm going to shift the blame is towards David Stearns because it's clear he built this team to win 60 games. They could not play and compete in 162 games. Too fragile, too many missing pieces. I mean, the staff alone, we tried to get away with it at the beginning of the year. I was giving him credit. I was like, listen, he figured it out. Second year in a row, we got some plug and fill guys. Yeah, that wasn't the case. Didn't work out at all. And the guys you're really banking on, Peterson was horrible down the stretch.
Yeah, I think the thing with Peterson, he had a very good first half, but as soon as he started throwing a lot of innings, He was I think there was a stretch where he was your best pitcher, and then it
only reliable guy
he fell off a cliff.
But it's a trickling effect. I mean, because once the starters go too many innings, the bullpen's got to go too many innings, and then nobody can throw. And that's what we saw towards the end of the year. And now you get to the last game of the season, which I think was probably one of the most poorly mismanaged baseball games I've watched in a very long time. I know Mendoza was grabbing at straws and trying to figure out anything that could work. Taking out Manaea after not even a full 2 innings? Was it maybe 2 1/3?
It was close.
He didn't even let up a hit. I know there was a guy on first and second, but going to the bullpen that early just doesn't make sense in my head. And we needed clutch hitting, and we didn't get it. There's so many things I could blame. These games we blew in the eighth.
I can look at some. I jotted down some notes on what went wrong here. I think in late June, when you're being swept by the Pittsburgh Pirates, the only really thing that was going right for the Pirates was Paul Skeens pitching every 5th day, and then I think you got blown out every game, if I'm not mistaken.
That's like a 10-1 game. Right? Yeah.
Yes. There were the losses to Cincinnati in July, and I know Manaea was effective in that start, but the aftermath cost him. It cost him a playoff spot. Frankie Montas. No. Even everyone knew it was going to be a bad thing.
I guarantee he's back.
If he comes back, then what? No, he's getting Tommy John. He's done. He's done next year too.
And then McGill's done for the next year too.
And McGill's done too. Being swept by Milwaukee too, that didn't help either.
Senga's still in AAA, by the way, where he finished the season down there.
Oh, yeah,
that's also a thing. Are you fucking kidding me, Kodai? Are you serious?
I think for me, when I was like, oh shit, this is over, was when DeGrom came back to Citi Field and completely dominated you.
And fans are cheering, and
Jonah Tong gives up 6 in the first inning. That was bad. I think when I was like, oh shit, this is it.
If you're a realistic Mets fan, I think you're really looking at the point where we almost started waving the white flag is when you bring 3 rookie starters in to be your 1, 2, and 3 in the last month of baseball.
It's not
how it works.
In the middle of a playoff push. It is not how it works. And I said this too. I think I either said this to you or someone else. There's no way, even when they make the postseason, there's no way that you can, if they make the postseason, there's no way that you can expect all 3 of those guys of McClain, Sproat, and Tong to be effective starters in the postseason because they just haven't been there.
How it works. It's not how it works.
And they haven't thrown enough innings to even have the experience to be in there.
The only one who had a shot was McClain because he looks like a man of steel on the mound. But one guy. You let Quintana walk to start the year, which is all right. Raising question marks. Obviously, we didn't want him coming back because you thought you were going to have a better rotation with some of these younger guys coming up and the pieces we can put in the offseason. What did he finish with? I mean, he played the whole season. He had
he did play the whole year. He's on the Brewers again, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see.
It's pretty fucking well.
This sucks because I now have to go through all. Jose Quintana. He actually did get injured. He actually was
How many games did he throw this year?
He was put on the IL on September 17th due to a calf injury.
Finished the year calf injury in September 7th. Yeah, I could have used him for the rest of the fucking season.
Yeah. 24 games started, 11-7 record, 3.97 ERA, 1.29 WHIP, 89 strikeouts on 50 walks.
I would have killed to have something like that in the backstretch of the season. Are you kidding me? And that's embarrassing to say.
Without the calf injury.
Yeah, without the calf, I would kill for something like that. Because, realistically, the only positive signing I would think, other than, Soto had 40-40. I'm not really going to put the blame on him, but
yeah.
Clay Holmes did the only thing. Clay Holmes did what he was at. Well, yeah, obviously. You clutch hitting, obviously. One guy doesn't win you a World Series. We've seen it before.
Yes, I am aware of that, yes. But the Clay Holmes thing, I don't think anyone knew that was going to work.
And it did. So I'll give props to that because it did work.
Luke Weaver may be doing the same thing, by the way. I read something about that.
Well, if you guys are pushing him out of the pen like that, I'll take him because I need something. I need something. Listen, if
he's like the Yankees need a new bullpen.
If he gives me 12-8 with a 3.5 stand, I'll take that any day of the week. Because for a guy that was supposed to be a 5-6, Clay Holmes did his job. But the rest of the team, I can't say they did. I'm disappointed in Brandon Nimmo.
It's just what's the next step? Do you focus this winter on pitching? Do you focus this winter on bullpen? do you just say to hell with Alonso? Let's just get a first baseman because he's already said that he's opting out.
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone after the season he had, there's no reason for him not to opt out. Clearly, this is the situation he wanted to be in going into from last year to now. I don't know necessarily if his narrative towards the Mets organization has changed at all. I think people in that, you're talking to a guy who just played pretty much the whole season after the biggest loss they had all year to not make the playoffs. Clearly, he's going to be emotional, and he's not going to want to talk about that. So obviously, you're not going to get the most positive response from him.
And he did have the best season of his career.
Exactly. Obviously, he's not going to get some positive response from that. But I think the situation, Stearns, I don't understand how someone can't especially for being a numbers guy, how you look at Pete Alonso and go, yeah, I'm not a fan of that.
No.
That makes no sense to me.
It doesn't.
I think you give him whatever he wants. He was the best player on our team this year. You have to bring him back.
I also think that Vladimir Guerrero signing that extension with Toronto before opening day does not help.
No.
Pete Alonso's chances of returning to the Mets. I think some team is going to be desperate and throw a bag at him.
100%.
And of course,
100%.
with who his agent is, he's going to fucking take the biggest bag.
Obviously.
We saw that with what happened with Soto last year.
True. But the situation he's in right now, I mean, coming back to New York, you have that locked up 3-4 spot wherever that, you will be in the lineup. You're going to play every day. So if they do, I mean, please just bring him back. Mark Vientos can't be a starting first baseman next year. And Carson Bench, I'm not
I was so big. I was so big on Vientos going
Horrible
into this year.
Horrible year. I mean, everyone did. The young guys that we thought were going to step up really didn't. Brett Beatty did he? I guess.
He exceeded expectations, but
they were low. They were as low as you could probably have.
Very low.
They were
very low.
I think the highest I set the bar for him to finish this year was to become an everyday MLB starter. He didn't even get to that point, so he was right under that.
But he was like right on the cusp of that.
He's flirting with it. There's so many holes in this team.
So is this worse than like the 07, 08 collapses?
Not even. It's extended playoffs. They were the best team in baseball for 3 months. Yes. This is 100 times worse.
I think with those, like with 07, like the Phillies had to play like really good baseball.
And they did.
And they 12-3. I don't think the Cincinnati Reds played 500 baseball the whole second half of this season.
I don't even know if the Mets played 400 baseball for the whole second half of the season.
I mean, it could be. I mean, I know the Tigers. It could be worse though. Like the Tigers.
Saying this is the Jets from last year.
Yeah, this is the Jets.
It's pretty much just
This is. Oh my god!
This is every team I root for, dude. This is every fucking team I root for.
What a comparison! I didn't even think of that.
Oh, it's annoying.
Who plays Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner?
Pete Alonso and Francisco Lindor, and then I don't even know. I don't know what is.
Who's Zach Wilson?
Brett Beatty.
Are you sold on Carlos Mendoza? This is the last question before we get to the postseason.
I think I have no reason not to be sold on him because obviously last year was great, and you can't replicate that.
You can't fire him based off of this.
No, and
Does it worry you that he's in that like boon tree of where, because we've talked about this with Yankees teams in the past where it's like, hey, they start out red hot, you think that this is going to be the year, and then second half of the season rolls on, July and August, and they play the worst baseball you've ever seen, and then September turns into a month where you got to turn it up. And, the Yankees have been beneficial from having a good September in years past. Hell, it got them a division. Last year, they were this close. Solid Tampa Bay Rays lineup away in game 162 from probably winning the division, but I digress. Are you worried about that? Because, hey, like if this is like a Boone manager, like a Boone tree thing, then if I'm a Met fan, I'm worried.
I don't want to jump the gun so much that I would say I'm like so worried. I think it was more so he did what he was like, he managed what he was given to, they did.
Yeah.
The team did not show up at all.
I remember when at 2023 when you guys had that disgusting loss to the Braves, and, Buck Showalter was just like, I'm proud, like proud of the way we fought or something, and then Frank would say Buck is proud, but that was just sort of like a way of him being like, with what we had, with what this front office gave us, I can't help but be proud by the way we fought because this team that they gave me is terrible. And I feel like he knew he had to be a scapegoat.
Yeah, well, I think right now there is no scapegoat. I think that
I can't find one right now
because like in years past you would point the finger and be like down the line. Well, because I don't know if I've ever seen a team like completely fall apart Like I saw them.
Yeah, I haven't.
Because like
them
they
in
really,
Detroit.
Yeah,
Them
but at
in
least
Detroit really
made it. I mean, the
yeah.
Mets defense was probably some of the worst I've seen in September. The pitching was some of the worst I've seen in the second half. The bats, honestly, like let's be real here. Other than the top three, pretty horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, you go down to the bottom of the lineup. The only guy who I would say was really consistent in the second half of the bottom half of that lineup, obviously before Alvarez came back from injury, but he got 1 month of that, was Starling Marte, who's not even an everyday player. He's 36 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like you didn't have the right pieces. It didn't work out. Health was clearly an issue. I don't
Sorry,
know.
if you're watching on YouTube, I keep turning my head to check the Tigers Guardians score.
Playoff baseball.
Playoff baseball. I should probably post on my phone, but it's fine.
But no, it was an all around mess, Stan. I'm hoping they could turn it up next year. I know. I think Alonso's going to wait until Schwarber signs his deal to maybe see what he gets, and then
he's going to get fucking paid, dude.
I know. And then I guarantee a team like San Francisco comes out of nowhere with $300 million and goes, "Hey,
they just fired Bob Melvin.
Go play first base."
Yeah, they just fired Bob Melvin. By the way, can I just say I love the Buster Posey front office edition, but it could go very well, and he'll still be remembered as a franchise hero, or it could go very, very wrong.
And you're looking at Patrick Ewing.
And you're looking at Patrick Ewing at Georgetown and Chris Mullen at St. John's.
Which is worst case scenario.
That was a wild time when Mullen and Ewing were coaching against each other.
Do we practice that shot?
That was such a weird time. And the fact that Patrick Ewing won a Big East championship, Big East tournament with Georgetown.
Patrick Ewing is one of the greatest quotes coaching on the hot mic ever. What is that shot? Do we practice that shot? I've never taken that shot.
My favorite is when, I know we're in a college basketball hole right now, but when Danny Hurley got mic'd up for a practice and his teams like run stairs, like they practice at Gable Pavilion and they like run the stairs, and he's like talking about the team. He's like, Adama Sanogo ran everywhere. Jordan Hawkins ran everywhere. Andre Jackson fucking ran everywhere. The funniest. The fact that man wanted to go to TV all because he lost 3 games in a row. I hate you. I hate you.
I think everyone does.
Sorry. Anyway, postseason baseball. Let's do it. Let's talk about the series going on right now. Currently, it is top of the 6th inning, tied at 1, full count, 1 out to Kerry Carpenter. And the pitch from Gavin Williams is high fly ball, left field, Quan, track, got it. Wow.
I think it was a home run.
Damn. No, like last step of the warning track in left field. What are we thinking for the series? Because this has been a whirlwind of a season for both teams, sort of in the same scenario with the Mets, Tim, where Detroit was on top of the league and the American League, and then August had a 15.5 game lead, and then September hit, second worst record in baseball in the month of September behind the Colorado Rockies. Cleveland gets hot despite them not really having hitting. All of their starting pitchers have a sub-3 ERA. What are we thinking for this series right now?
I think if you know baseball, you know it just matters who gets hot at the right time. And I don't know if there's a hotter team in baseball than the Guardians. We counted this team out.
But it's mind-blowing to me how...
Makes no sense.
And
Makes no sense.
I get they have Jose Ramirez. Their like third most productive player is Austin Hedges, and his weighted runs created plus is 53.
Yeah, it's mind-boggling. I don't understand how they've been so good, but if you've watched the Tigers play, it's like watching the Mets. These guys they're just brutal. They're brutal. The bullpen comes in, they blow up games. I don't think they got the juice right now. I think they're really like, you know, everyone says that, you know, baseball restarts in October. No, the regular season doesn't matter once you get there, but I think this is a team that's just fighting to stay alive now.
I think, and you know, like their big bats didn't really come up clutch. I think Riley Green hit like 172 this September. No longer a college student. That's embarrassing. Spencer Torkelson was hitting like 190 this month too. Like the bats didn't show up, and that was really like something that the Tigers kind of improved on. Like, yeah, they've Scooble, but this offense is pretty damn good. Like Torkelson was able to adjust, because Javi Baez was an all-star starting center fielder.
Crazy.
People forget, but I just think when it comes down to it, I may go with I think Detroit wins the series. Because I just think that they have a sour taste in their mouths, and they finally have a chance to sort of redeem themselves and be like, all right, yeah, they took the division from us. That's on us. Now we have, I feel like this is sort of a second life. New season, start 0-0, and just play from there. And I think that and you have to keep in mind, the guy in the dugout for Detroit, AJ Hinch, has done a lot. I know the cheating scandal and all that, but we said this last year when they beat Houston. AJ Hinch just wins games in October. And I think that he is the best pitcher in baseball. If that offense gets going and finally figures out a way to beat Cleveland, I think Detroit's got a legitimate shot at going far.
Yeah, and listen, I wouldn't be shocked if Detroit wins this series by any means. I mean, they were probably the best team in baseball for a while they had the best record in the sport. But like you said, it's a new season, fresh start. But on the other side of that, I'm looking at this Guardians team and goes, we own these motherfuckers. We took what they had, and we're gonna keep taking from them. And I think that fires a team up, especially a team who, again, everyone wrote them off. No one had them being here. They traded at the deadline. Clase's done for the year. They have a beat up team right now beat up from what it was. And look where they're at. So I think you just have a bunch of scrappy guys who are fueled up right now, fired up to be where they're at. They took it from Detroit. They're going to keep taking from Detroit. They know it's not over yet. So I'm going to go with the Guardians.
Okay. So Tigers, Guardians. All right, let's go to the next one. This game, first pitch will be at 3:00. Padres, Cubs. This is definitely the most interesting of the bunch. If you don't have a rooting interest like myself, I mean, I think if you're not a Yankee or a Red Sox fan, the most interesting one of the bunch is Yankees, Red Sox. But outside of that, I think in the National League, Padres, Cubs, I think the best chance for the Cubs to win this series is to get the starting pitching early. Because Mike Schilt will not be afraid to go to this bullpen early.
He has no reason to be.
He has no reason to be. Like he will go to that bullpen if given. And if you're able to get a lot of runs, who's starting for the Padres today? It's Nick Pivetta. If they get to him early and they waste that bullpen game one, they have a very realistic shot. The offense is there. I know PCA kind of stumbled down a bit. Kyle Tucker's back from injury. I know there was some drama with him, but he's sort of found his groove. I think that, and also the Padres lineup's still pretty beat up. Like O'Hearn hasn't, like the deadline acquisitions haven't done much. O'Hearn hasn't really lived up to the potential that he
supposed to be.
He was supposed to be after his great first half in Baltimore. Ramon Laureano's injured. I don't think he's in the lineup right now. So this is a big opportunity for the Cubs to flip the script. However,
I was just about to say. They're not being the Padres.
I think the Padres have a very good shot at winning this series just because I think it's going to come down to pitching. And I know Matthew Boyd has had somewhat good of a season. Pavetta's been pretty damn good. But I'm going to go Padres in 3. I think the Cubs take game 1. Padres take 2 straight.
Yeah, I think I might just take Padres straight up for the 2. I love Pivetta. Pivetta, what is he, 13-9 with a 2.85, I think, this year. He's been fantastic on the mound. If anyone knows me, they know Manny Machado is definitely my favorite baseball player in the entire MLB. So I'm expecting big things from him. This guy's A1 douchebag, but he's a beauty for being that. So I don't know. I've always been kind of high on Slam Diego, especially since they knocked the Mets out in 21. I don't forget things like that. Yeah, you got veteran pitchers in this staff. I think Yu Darvish always pitches well in the playoffs. If you can only get like 4 innings out of him, he's going to be productive. I love Pivetta. I've seen the Mets play Chicago, and yeah, I know we lost the series, made it competitive, but I don't think Chicago's very good. I think this lineup kind of fizzled out halfway through the year. They're kind of struggling right now. PCA is not what he was to start the season, so I'm rolling with Padres.
Okay, this is the big one. Yankees, Red Sox. I'm very nervous.
I would be too.
I'm very nervous just because of the 1-2 punch of Crochet and Bayo. Because we have struggled to hit Bayo all year, and we've also struggled to hit Crochet, even though I think we've seen him only once, and he took a complete game until 8 2/3 innings where Aaron Judge hit one in the Lansdowne Street. But speaking of Aaron Judge, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? If not now, when? I'm being dead serious. I may take first plate appearance strikeout for Aaron Judge. And
Crochet pitches to him well, dude. He works the outer half of the plate well.
I don't think it's a pretty shitty sample size. I think he's like 2 for 18 against Bayo in his whole career. Against Crochet, I think it's also pretty different. It's God, I'm scared. Like, when is it going to happen?
Okay,
when is it going to happen with Aaron Judge?
3 for 15 with 2 home runs and 2 RBIs against Garrett Crochet. So if he's hitting it,
your only hits are being home runs. A little.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. It's nice and all, but that's a little concerning.
You also don't play them very well. We can go and let's be honest here. They kind of have your number.
We don't. And,
Oh, jeez. Hold on real quick. Aaron Judge in 27 plate appearances against Brian Bayo is 2 for 21 with 1 double, 8 strikeouts, and a single.
Yeah. Let's take a look at this Yankees lineup with a lefty on the mound. It's going to go Goldschmidt playing first, Judge, Bellinger, Stanton, Ahmed Rosario, who has a pretty solid stat line against Garrett Crochet. I believe he's like 6 for 9 against Garrett Crochet, so that's nice.
I wouldn't put your other chips on Rosario showing up. I've seen it too many times.
We'll see. Grisham, Volpe, Wells, and Jose Caballero. So no Ben Rice, no Jazz Chisholm, Max Fried on the mound. The absolute last thing that I want in this game tonight is a pitcher's duel. Because if it goes to a pitcher's duel, it's going to be an issue, and then they're going to go to this.
They got the better.
Very good. They got the better bullpen, and it's gonna be scary.
Cuban Missile, man. He's out for vengeance.
Yeah, he's. Oh my! I just realized that the Cuban Missile is gonna end me. I clearly have the Yankees. I clearly have a rooting interest in this. But Tim, who do you have in here? Because I understand the value with the Red Sox. I get it.
If I'm betting on it, I'm taking the Red Sox. But again, personal interest, and this is nothing towards you because you're not one of them. But there's some Yankee fans who I'm not going to hear the end of this if they win this series and they keep going on. I just need I need the noise to stop, and this is nothing directed at you because I know you're not going to give me any slack, but I know my phone's going to be blowing up. They're up 15-0 today. Like, oh, we're the Mets. I didn't even say anything, and that'll be happening. So I'm just going to say it right now before any of this happens. I would love to see the Red Sox win, so I'm going to take the Red Sox. But that's no slight towards you. It's no slight towards you. I think this is the most evenly matched up series there is.
I think this series is a coin flip
because I don't know how it's going to play out. It's really who just pitches better. Because the lineups are both good.
So Boone did say if it goes to a game 3, it'll be Schlittler, and then Cora said it's a toss up because Giolito has an elbow problem, which is big. Because if they go further, that's going to be an issue.
So if you're a Red Sox fan, you need this done in 2. If you're a Yankees fan, I would be the happier team if it went into 3, just because I feel like we have the better chance if this does go to 3. Obviously, you hope this is just clean and done for your sake, Stan. You don't want to be worrying about this anymore. But yeah, no, this is
Here's the Red Sox lineup. It's Ref Snyder, Story, Bregman, Gonzalez, Narvaez, Eaton, Duran, Rafaela, Sogard.
They're just some scrappy guys, man.
They're just scrappy guys.
They get on base.
I will say, if the Red Sox key to success here tonight is that they have to make Fried work a lot.
Get that pitch count up by the 4th. That 4th inning pitch count's got to be somewhere in the 60s, high 60s.
I think if he's out of that game by the 5th inning, it's going to be an issue for the Yankees. It's going to be a big issue. And, I think everyone knows the formula to beating the Yankees in the postseason is that they beat themselves. Get aggressive on the base paths. But they're bound to make a mistake somehow.
That's the thing. This is how the Red Sox play. This really tailors to how the Red Sox play. They're going to make you make plays.
Yeah. And I know we swept them in September, and I know we dodged a major bullet with Roman Anthony being out. I think he's out until they said the championship series if they make it. So we'll see. I'm so scared.
You need a win. You need a win. You got to start off with a win. I don't want to be that guy, but I think whoever wins game 1 wins this series.
It sets the tone. It absolutely sets the tone. Whatever happens, but God, I need this. Because honestly, I think we can beat Toronto.
I think anyone can beat Toronto. I don't even want to start with this Toronto bullshit because I think that
I wouldn't say they're a joke. They're a good team. It's just I don't know. They just haven't been there. And by haven't been there, and I know why Riley Green just let off the 7th with a double.
They just don't. For me, Stan, honestly, they don't have the X factors in the rotation. I don't know
Bassett,
what it is. Yeah,
Gausman, Berrios.
They're good. They're all good.
That's a solid top 3.
But it's a bunch of 2s and 3s. It's not a bunch of 1s and 2s. You know what I mean?
Does that get you over the hump?
I don't think so.
We'll see. And Toronto kind of does that same thing, where it's just if you get aggressive, they'll find a way to beat themselves. I'm scared. I'm scared for the series. The Yankees, I don't want this AL Central narrative to be a thing, even though it kind of already is.
Well, this NL East narrative's going down the drain here fast. That they might.
What is the NL East narrative?
I would say that they were probably the best division in baseball or in the NL for a long time. I think now maybe probably the worst.
I'm talking about the AL Central narrative, how we only beat AL Central teams in the playoffs.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true too. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't want that becoming a thing, and I don't want Aaron Judge choking in the postseason. becoming a thing. I'm just so worried.
There's a lot of pressure on him this year.
There's a lot of pressure. And the defense, like, I'm going to be, like, holding my breath watching this team play defense again.
You know what? I think Aaron Judge having all the pressure, though, really opens up Stanton to just be like, fuck it.
I know.
Let me just swing.
If I could just envision him going yard.
I can envision him and Johnsky Noel going toe for toe, home run.
Oh, Big Christmas? He's shit. Guards in trouble, runners at the corners, nobody out. Their starter's still out there.
They'll get out of it. They'll get out of it.
What happened? Big Christmas with a diving play. Oh, no. Did he overextend and his foot slipped off the bag? Oh, my God. That's bad.
Johnsky?
Yeah. He just overextended and his foot slipped off the bag.
Talk about a dude whose numbers are horrendous.
So that could have been an easy ground out with a runner on third, nobody out. Now you have runners at the corners.
Strikeout, double
nobody
play.
Out.
Come on.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is Williams' third time through the order.
This is when you bring in a high leverage reliever to get a strikeout.
Oh, no. Yeah, they're taking him out. Him out. Yeah, there's no way. All right, let's go to the last series. Dodgers-Reds.
This series is going to suck. It's going to suck.
Yeah.
And I'm not even right, because the Dodgers haven't been playing their best baseball, but if they just play, like, mediocre baseball, like, just
I think they'll be all right.
Yeah, I think they're going to be fine.
Snell, Yamamoto, and it's going to be Ohtani in Game 3.
Yeah, are you kidding? Like, are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Like, I know
That's a luxury.
It's the biggest luxury in sports, because they got Trinan coming back in this bullpen's loaded. If the lineup just wakes up this much, they're the best team.
Yeah.
I hate them.
We'll see. Good for the Reds, though. Like, you bought and you made the playoffs. Sorry, Tim, but...
No, I mean, what am I going to do about it?
Yeah. Also, go back to the Mets. Your deadline pieces didn't really help you.
To be fair, though, other than Cedric Mullins, because I said that to you, and no. I'm not saying they did well. I'm just saying other than Cedric Mullins, because I said that to you going into I didn't want Cedric Mullins.
Oh, yes.
Hindsight's obviously 2020, but at the moment, you were like, holy shit.
No, I remember when you guys traded for Helsley, I was like, shit.
Right. It seemed like it was going to work out. Obviously, it didn't. And then this is when you start pointing the finger and going, you fucking moron, Stearns. But hindsight is 2020. I will say the Mullins one, that really did, that fucked me up in the head. Because I said that to you. I said that to Joe.
Because you wanted Robert.
I wanted anybody but him. I wanted literally anybody but him.
I don't think Robert would have worked out, though.
Would have worked out better than Mullins batting 150, and we didn't even play him.
Yeah. So, real quick, because we're already 35 minutes in and we need to go to part 2 tomorrow. So, let's just real quick, who's winning it all? So, you have Tigers, Mariners, Red Sox, Blue Jays.
No, I have Guardians, Mariners.
Guardians, Mariners, Red Sox, Blue Jays. And then National League, you have Dodgers, Phillies, Padres, Brewers.
Yes.
Okay, I have Tigers, Mariners, Yankees, Blue Jays. I'm going to go Yankees taking down the Blue Jays in 5. And then I have the Mariners winning in 4.
Okay.
For a Mariners-Yankees championship series. On the National League side, I have the Padres taking down the Brewers, and then the Phillies taking down the Dodgers. And then I'm gonna say it's a Yankees-Phillies World Series, and I think you all know where I'm going with that.
Yeah, I kind of figured. Well, we both have we have the same NL. So we have.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, great.
Yeah, the NL's kind of. I think the Phillies are the better team than the Dodgers. They're going to take care of business. Well. Besides, I don't have the Phils making the World Series. I have the Padres actually making the World Series, just solely based on that bullpen. I think that bullpen could get it done in October. And then the other side of things, I have Mariners, Red Sox, and then I have a Red Sox Padres World Series. Little off the board, but I need to see some flavor in my life. If my team's not in it, I want a new series.
I just if they can get to the championship series and Roman Anthony's back, they'll be pretty good. Hunter Gaddis, swing and a miss.
Strike 3?
Strike 3, 1 down.
Oh, now turn 2. Get turn 2. Take care of business.
Hunter Gaddis, right?
It's not Evan Gaddis anymore.
Evan Gaddis was the guy with no batting gloves on Houston. Okay, that made sense. I got confused.
You know, ball.
This is the guy that gave up the Soto home run, if I'm not mistaken. It was. Yes, it was.
Not this year.
Not this year at all. Okay, so that's it for MLB postseason. We're going to stop right here. See you guys tomorrow, or in this case, if you're watching and listening, see you all in about 5 seconds, where we recap NFL Week 4 and college football Week 5. Big win for your Ducks, Tim.
Told you.
Up.
Probably the best college football game all year. I mean, let's just it has to be up there.
It is up there. All right. See y'all later. All right. We're back. Did our baseball preview. No comment on yesterday's game. We still got one more game to go. So see how that goes. We're going to talk some football. NFL football. Giants get their first win of the year over the Chargers with Dart at QB. The Jets still searching for that first win. That was tough. That was
many penalties,
very tough.
man.
Very tough. And then we're just going to go around the league. The Ravens are 1-3. I think they are in line for
Their
being...
defense is just as bad as ours, Stan. Their defense stinks.
Yeah. I think they're in line for... this is the team who has the season from hell.
And so the Jets from 2 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, basically. Then some college. Penn State. We mentioned it in the first part. Oregon gets a big win over Penn State. Ole Miss takes down LSU. Ole Miss slowly becoming an SEC contender. Bama takes down Georgia. Damn, what a weekend of football. What a weekend of football it was. So let's get started. Let's start with the Giants. Giants get the first win of the year. Let's start with the positives. Well, not necessarily a positive to start with, but Malik Neighbors is out for the year with a torn ACL. Let's burn MetLife to the ground. Why not?
We've been saying it for years.
Like, I don't understand the thought process behind it. Like, you know that a lot of players are getting hurt on that turf.
It's cheaper for them, though. They have concerts and stuff there. They don't have to maintain it. It's so much cheaper for them to just have turf.
The fact that we're waiting for the World Cup to bring in the grass is just
leave it.
Disgusting.
Just leave it.
Just leave it like that. Just leave it. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Dead grass high school football field. It's better than whatever they got going on right now.
Yep. What else is new? Technical difficulties. Anyway, ACLs, back to that topic of conversation. Yeah, they got to change it. They just have to change it. And I just think that both of our owners are too stubborn to do it.
One of them's got cancer.
Oh, yes, I was just going to say, speaking of owners, prayers to John Mara. You hate to see that to anyone in general. I know I've had my gripes with him throughout the years.
But nothing like this.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, Malik Neighbors after the year. Let's just get to the game in general. I thought Dart looked good with what was given to him.
Played well.
He played well. The stat line won't show it, but if you watch that game, he looks pretty good. There's some things that worry me, though, a little bit. It was far from perfect. He did the job.
It was never going to be perfect.
It wasn't going to be perfect. My thing is, he needs to start sliding.
These young guys, they don't like sliding. I don't get it. They either don't know how to, or they just don't like doing it.
What scares me is that he's like this close to. He's pretty likely to start missing some games because he doesn't know how to slide. He's taking hits. I don't know why we're treating him like he's 2011 Cam Newton. And
he's not a middle linebacker playing quarterback.
Yeah, he's not a middle linebacker playing quarterback. That is, I mean, I get that the Dable offense has sort of allowed him to be like that, the play to the guy's strengths, but I don't know. You got to adapt. And it's a good start though. 1-0. I know we're going over to New Orleans. That should be a game that we have in hand, but we're road underdogs. It's probably because that is crazy. We did open as favorites at 1.5.
Just because of Neighbors.
And the Guardians lead 1-0. Let's go. Guardians money line. There it is.
Go Guards.
Go Guards. Anyway, this Dart Scadaboo duo, I'm loving it. I'm absolutely
got a little
loving
taste.
it.
Got a little taste.
Defense looked good too. That was easily Abdul Carter's best game. Again, stats won't show it, but he got to the quarterback a lot. And I get that the Chargers' offensive line is depleted, but he has sort of found his way to make an impact, force an intentional grounding, which to me is a sack because it should have been a sack.
It's pretty much just, instead of getting hit, I'm throwing it into the ground.
Yeah, you're throwing it into the ground to no one. The Dexter Lawrence interception was awesome, but my issue is, with this offense, the red zone play calling and the red zone execution still is an issue.
That was never going to immediately change, though.
I know it wasn't, but it's just still, we just need to execute better in the red zone. And I know it happened with Russell Wilson.
It's been a theme for a while, though.
It has been a theme for a while. So maybe Alex Bregman just posted something on his Instagram story. Is this Friday Night Lights? Yeah, we're screwed. Anyway. Yeah, the red zone offense needs to be better. The play calling needs to be better. And also, I think that this defense looked like this was the time when the defensive line played to its full potential. You saw it with the Brian Burns sack. I think Kayvon Thibodeau got a sack early in the game. Dexter Lawrence interception. Abdul Carter 5 pressures. The secondary is an issue and needs help. And I know we're a little bit depleted at linebacker. Darian Musau, forgive me, I don't even know how to say his name.
Something.
He's been the starting middle linebacker since Micah McFadden went down. He's been formidable, but, I think you just need to tweak a little bit more things on defense, and we're looking good. As long as Andrew Thomas stays healthy, it feels like the common denominator with this offense is if Andrew Thomas stays healthy, the Giants find ways to win games. So right now, when he's playing at a full snap count, 1-0. 1-0 with Andrew Thomas on the field, and I'll leave it at that. But I'm really liking what I'm seeing. It's a step in the right direction. Tim, thoughts on Dable? It seems pretty obvious that Dable is Jaxson Dart is basically the kid that the Rocky marriage has, and they're like, this is our last chance before the divorce.
Oh, this is 100% his last chance. If this doesn't work, he's got to be out the door.
I think
but he's had so many chances.
Yeah, but Dable has made that incredibly known. Just like this,
I think everyone knows that, though. The front office has probably made that known.
Everyone
to him.
knows.
It's right there in front of us.
It's right in front of us. He's the guy. It's right in front of us. Don't worry, it's right in front. I'm totally not losing my mind over the game tonight. Totally not.
Let's jump to the Jets.
Yeah, let's go to the Jets. Rough loss. And this was sort of the game that
13.
Yeah. And I get that some of them were pretty questionable calls, but
that OPI was insane. But
that was ridiculous. We mentioned that beforehand. And I said this before, it's a very tough thing as a head coach to preach discipline to everyone, and your team is very undisciplined. I feel like that's...
Stan,
that makes you public enemy number one immediately.
Yeah, I mean, clearly it is right now, because we keep hearing this preaching, we're not the same old Jets. I mean, they look like the exact same old Jets I've been watching for the last 4 years.
Justin Fields, that's a damn good running back.
He gets out of the backfield. Let me tell you, he can run.
That's a damn good running back.
They had 13 penalties, 101 penalty yards, 6 penalties occurred pre-snap. I mean, they had 3 false starts, a delay of game, an illegal shift, an illegal motion.
Another one? Who was the punt returner that called the fair catch at the 1 yard line?
It was a 2 yard. Are you kidding me? I mean, it's just bonehead plays. And for a coach that preaches discipline and said earlier in the year that if you can't take care of the football and you don't play disciplined football, you're not going to play for this team. There's nobody left then. There's nobody left because it's everyone. It's everyone's undisciplined.
I think that this is the hardest job in sports. Being the head coach for the New York Jets is the hardest job in sports. I think we've officially...
It's game what? It was game 4. I mean, now we're moving on to week 5. I don't want to jump the gun.
And now you're playing this high octane offense. The defense sucks, so maybe that can be a...
they're going to get their fair share of turnovers from us. They're going to get the ball back. A few penalties are going to set us back 100 yards. I don't know how to fix this. I don't. We bring in a new head coach, bring in a whole new scheme. The defensive, I mean, what's his face at DC is horrendous. I mean, he is. All right, what's his name?
Forget his name. Jets defensive coordinator.
It is because now it's bothering me. Yeah, Steve Wilkes. Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah, Steve. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I forgot that, but he is I mean, how does he have a job? I don't even understand this because you have corners who can't cover. Brandon Stevens can only tackle. I don't know why is he not a linebacker at this point? If you're only good against the run, why aren't you a linebacker? Because you obviously can't cover anyone. They gave him a ton of money to be a terrible corner. Sauce has been okay. I mean, he hasn't been anything sensational. This defense stinks. It absolutely stinks. And I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't. I really don't, Stan. I'm kind of giving up here because it's year after year with this. You expect something different, and it's the same thing. It's the same thing every single time.
Yeah. Do you think Glenn's on the hot seat?
How could you not be? Because they're playing awful. They're playing terrible, terrible football.
And again, too, like that could be like a reason. And there were I forget, one of the Jet beat reporters, he basically tweeted, like, we're sitting here in the press room and we can hear Aaron Glenn in the locker room from the press room.
He has every right to be his. I mean, this is insane. It's insane. I don't understand how no one can take care of the football. I also don't understand how no one can stay healthy. How does everyone get hurt?
The first drive, I thought they looked good. Aside from the although he looked good too. I know he's out for an extended period of time now. Brees has got to be the workload guy, but I thought Allen looked good despite the fumble, and then he got
hurt. They
hurt.
couldn't stop the run. We were running all over them. And then we stopped running the ball. And then we stopped running the football. That makes zero sense in my head. They couldn't stop the run for a lick. And your idea of an offensive scheme was, hey, let's stop running the football. I don't get it. Don't understand. We'd be remiss to mention Tyreek Hill. That injury was said might not need multiple surgeries. I don't know if that's.
I think they all did it in one, which I think Rappaport said that's rare that they get everything done all in one surgery.
That's what
with an injury
I know.
like that.
That's gross.
So I think how old is he?
I'd be 30 something now.
Tyreek Hill is 31.
Mm-hmm.
They said that he's going to miss all of this year. It's a possibility that he could miss all of next year because this is like a Sean Livingston injury.
His 2 hours ago, his Hill said surgery went well. He's ready to play.
Oh, he will play. His agent said that
2026.
Okay. So that's good. I mean, that injury that may be up there for.
Yeah, well, in my 12-man, those were my two receivers, Stan. So
that's nice.
Neighbors and Hill. So yeah. I'm looking great.
My dumbass not accidentally, but I went 0 running back strategy and lucked out with my running backs because I got Amari Hampton and Quinshon Judkins.
Wow.
And yeah. CeeDee Lamb hurt, Ricky Pearsall hurt, Brian Thomas, ghost, DJ Moore on a bye and a ghost, Matthew Golden on a bye. So that's fun. I had to pick up Darius Slayton, so that's a plus.
So did I. He's starting for me this week.
Depends on if...
you want to hear my receivers in my 12-man?
No, did they give DeLauder the Bronx cheer? Oh, they did.
We're sidetracking a little bit, Stan. My 12-man fantasy team, my two receivers this week are Diggs and Ridley with Slayton at flex. Yeah, not good.
I benched Ridley right now because...
For who?
I don't know, but
I have Malik Washington.
They had the guy in a snap count. Speaking of the Titans, when is enough for Brian Callahan? Because this is getting
Cam
bad.
Moore's been terrible too.
Cam Moore's been terrible. At least he's man enough to admit he's we're ass. We suck.
They are.
They're terrible.
They're really bad.
They are really terrible.
I don't for them too. I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel because it's not. They've only moved backwards.
And everyone thought Callahan was a good hire.
Clearly not.
Because they all thought all right, Will Levis is the guy. He's going to fix Will Levis. That doesn't happen. They get the first pick, gets Cam Ward. Everyone's okay.
Broke him.
And then you're freaking pulling this bullshit. I don't know. And then let's talk about the Ravens. This is the season from hell if you're the Baltimore Ravens. Let's take a look at this injury report because my God, it's disgusting.
It's pretty ugly.
Yeah, it is pretty ugly. Lamar Jackson is doubtful due to a hamstring injury. Roquan Smith, doubtful due to a hamstring injury. Indomni Madubuike is out for the year due to his neck injury. Marlon Humphrey, doubtful, calf injury. Kyle Van Noy, questionable, hamstring. Patrick Ricard, who's a pretty focal blocking guy in the offense at fullback. He's questionable with calf injury. Nate Wiggins, questionable, elbow injury. Ronnie Stanley, questionable, elbow injury. And then the rest are guys that are on the IR since preseason.
Is there a world where they don't make the playoffs?
I don't know. Who's winning this division?
I don't know.
Right now, your quarterbacks in this division now are Dylan Gabriel, Jake Browning, Cooper Rush, Aaron Rodgers.
The Steelers are going to win the division.
Steelers could win the division right now. Who's favored? Because if DraftKings is still giving respect to the Ravens, where it's they have the best guy. Let's see what the Tigers just did.
I don't know.
Let's see.
We can see some crazy division winners this year, Stan. I mean, imagine if that's just what it is right now. Bills, Chargers, Steelers, Colts.
Let's see. The futures division. The favorite in the AFC North right now is the Baltimore Ravens at -145. Steelers at +170, and then the Browns and the Bengals are at +1600.
Can Dylan Gabriel do it?
I don't know.
Behind this
and
defense?
now we can talk about Dylan. Defense? We can talk about Dylan Gabriel now. I feel like it had to happen at some point because
we've been saying it for 2 weeks now.
We were saying it for 2 weeks. It's they won the game, but Flacco looks old. And there's nothing bad towards Flacco.
There's just no reason.
There's no reason to play him with all these rookies that are also playing because Quinshon Judkins has had an outstanding first 2 games. The receiving core looks great. The defense has been the best defense in football up until the Lions game. But again, that's one of the best offenses in the sport.
It was clearly a quarterback issue.
clearly a quarterback issue. It's going to be interesting to see how Dylan Gabriel's going to work just because he's played 6 years of college football. And if it doesn't work for him, then I think you got to go to Shador. I think that their plan is to play two of them, and then they're just going to come down to a decision whether it's going to be Gabriel or Shador Sanders.
I think there's a reason Gabriel went in the third round. I think he's the better quarterback.
I know, but I'm just saying, I think that they are experimenting with this. And now,
well, I mean, they have no reason not to.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think that right now, honestly, maybe Shador. If Dylan Gabriel doesn't work, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, like, why is Kevin Stefanski not playing Shador Sanders? I'm not going to be one of those hit piece
Gabriel
people.
works. I think Gabriel works.
But if he doesn't, like, again, like,
he
has a short, I'll say Dylan Gabriel has a shorter lifespan in football than Shador Sanders.
If he works out, he works out.
He's played 6 years of college football. How old is he now? Is he 25?
Yeah, but I mean, Shador may never play.
Yeah, but if Dylan Gabriel, they're going to have to play Shador. If Dylan Gabriel's 24, he turns 25 in
Dude,
December.
We had the same discussion about Bo Nix, how it wasn't going to work out.
Yeah, but I know, but again, like it all depends on coaching. He had Sean Payton as his head coach. Sean Payton's a great offensive mind.
I know. Listen, keep it short. He's an accurate quarterback. Let him work the pocket.
I know. Just if he doesn't work
Listen,
out,
clearly in your head you see this not working out. So obviously, like,
I don't see it not working out. I'm just saying
you haven't said what if it does? What if it does?
If it does, then he looks great. But I'm just saying, if it doesn't work out, like,
yeah,
they're going to have to go to Shador.
Obviously, they have options.
Yeah, they have options. Yes,
I think you give him more than a week, but
yeah, you give him more than a week, absolutely. But I don't know. Any other NFL news? Predictions episode tomorrow. There was a tie. Oh, yeah. This growing pains with the overtime rules because the Packers easily they had the timeout to use. I guess you want to. I get you want to save the. I think they decided. I think they were questioning whether or not, hey, if the time goes out, do we have another overtime because we technically haven't finished our possession?
I don't even know how these rules work.
I don't know how it works either. I just will say, though, if you were to tell someone in April, someone tweeted, it's like, Dak drops back to pass, takes a hit from Micah Parsons, and George Pickens takes it to the end zone. If you were to tell me that in April, I'd laugh in your face.
That being said, Dak looked great. This was definitely his best game of the year for your Dak truthers. Yes. This guy, he played fantastic.
I will comment, outside of the defense, the offense is working.
Oh, it's clicking.
I gave Schottenheimer a lot of shit when they hired him, but I think this is turning out to be a pretty good hire.
The Cowboys might score 100 points on the Jets, dude.
My real question is, what's this Jet offense going to do against this Cowboys defense?
It might be 100 to 85. I mean, these are like the two worst defenses in the league right now going head to head.
What is the number at?
The Jets haven't allowed under 25 points. I just want people to let that in your. They haven't.
Lamar Jackson did not practice.
Well, I think the lowest was last week of 27.
No, week one. Week one
they let up 35 points.
Yeah, they haven't let up less than 24, you're saying?
Yeah, they haven't. No, less than 27 they haven't let up.
Oh, okay. All right. 34 against the Steelers, 30 against the Bills, 29 against the Bucks, 27 against the Dolphins.
They haven't let up less than 27. So if you're right. You're betting men, you think I'm taking the other team to score at least 24 points on the New York Jets.
You guys are only 2.5-point underdogs, which I'm amazed by.
Just take the Cowboys spread, bro. I'm done with the Jets.
You're done? You're done with this?
I'm ruling this out. I mean, they don't know how to run a team.
Speaking of the Jets, we remain tied in the contest. Thank you to the Rams for they owed me that after the disaster of an Eagles game. Vikings, yeah, I kind of overlooked Carson Wentz. Sorry. You got the Steelers one, but you lost on the Jets and the Ravens.
Mm-hmm. Fucking Ravens.
And then who else did I lose on? Well, I had a Thursday night one, right? Smith and Jigba. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm
still up one. I'm still up technically.
You're still up one. Yeah, you're still up one. I couldn't believe. I still can't believe we're. I'm sorry. Cleveland's number one prospect is making his major league debut right now. And he's getting a standing ovation as he's coming up to bat. If he hits one out of here,
they got nothing to lose.
I know, which is crazy to say that considering that they won their division, they have nothing to lose. That's wild to even think of.
I documented this 15 days ago.
I know what this is.
15 more days. Cardinals will be in third place. They're in fourth right now.
Yeah, dude, I told you.
Hey, you said third.
This team sucks. All right, they're not gonna. All right, we agreed on the fact that this was gonna be third place or less.
I know.
Yeah, DeLauder's down 0-2 and ball one. Any other NFL news? Well, that's common with ACL tears. Neighbors also tore his meniscus. Yeah, so that's awesome. Yeah, so any other news? Eagles beat the Bucks. If the Bucks didn't have Baker Mayfield, I feel like this would be season from hell.
Oh, yeah.
Territory
100%.
as well.
He's been fantastic.
Chiefs, are they back? Do we think? Or is it just like they beat up on the Giants with Russell Wilson? They beat up on a loaded, terrible Ravens defense.
Yeah, I'm not ready to write them back, but, they're still the Chiefs.
Yeah, who do they
Maybe
have?
I wrote them off too early.
That should be a good one. Jacksonville on Monday night.
They might.
That Jacksonville defense is pretty good.
They run the hell out of the ball.
Yeah, they do. Which I probably shouldn't be using Trevor Lawrence as a quarterback in fantasy, but I kind of don't.
Someone please take Brian Thomas off my team.
Yeah, it's so bad. The Shane Waldron curse is brutal.
I don't know what I was thinking.
My sister texted me. I thought the wild card was only one game. Not anymore.
Where have you been?
Where have you been?
There's another team now.
Yeah, they added a whole other team. Where have you been? Kidding. Let's go to college football. This was probably the best week of college football that we've had all year. Florida State goes down to Virginia. Although Virginia's a pretty good team. They have a very high-octane offense. They run the fucking... they hammered it down their fucking throats running the football.
If it works,
Bet Virginia
works.
+7. Can we confidently say that this was the greatest field storm ever, but it is Exhibit A for banning field storms?
I think that's a good way to put it.
It was an awesome field storm. Don't get me wrong, but that wasn't good.
Yeah.
No, exactly. Saturday. Let's start with the noon games. Notre Dame put belt to ass on Arkansas. Sam Pittman ended up getting fired. You could just tell that it was. It was in the clouds. You could just tell just from watching that game that it was just going to be a disaster from the start. Defense can't do anything. Arkansas defense couldn't do anything. You play against any good offense or any good defense, that offense is not going to do anything. Jeremiah Love had 4 touchdowns in the first half.
Yeesh.
Illinois took down USC. That's also not good for Notre Dame at all, considering that I don't think USC will be ranked up until that matchup, which is not good for Notre Dame. What else? Let's see. Let's talk about this LSU Ole Miss game. I think we said going into this that this offense needed to show us something in a big game. Nussmeier didn't really show it. Only threw for 197 yards. Ole Miss dominated the run. Highest rusher for LSU was Harlan Berry. He only ran for 22 yards on 7 carries. Nussmeier threw the ball 30, only for 197 yards. And if we look at this Ole Miss team, Trinidad Chambliss did his thing. Good for him being a backup quarterback and finding a way to get a big win. He didn't start at quarterback to start the year, but he's been able to find his way. I'm forgetting what the other quarterback's name is. Austin Simmons. There he is. He's still injured. Can Ole Miss is this
They're a competitive team?
Is this a possible SEC championship candidate here?
I'm not going to say they're not.
Yeah. Well, now they're a top 10 team, if I'm not mistaken, or not even a top 10 team. I think they're a top 5 team. I think they're on a bye, but let's see. Ole Miss, where are you? Am I blind? But no, yeah, they're 4th in the country.
So yeah, I mean, I would say, yeah, they probably have a good shot in the.
Yeah, they're probably pretty damn good. Ohio State, Washington. I expected Washington to cover, and it looked like they
fell apart.
It wasn't that they fell apart. It was just that the opportunities were there. Ohio State went for it on 4th and short going in. I think at the 12-yard line. Going in, and they didn't get it. Washington couldn't do anything on offense. They were forced to punt. Ohio State fumbles the punt. Washington recovers. They can't do anything. And this Ohio State defense is just too good. I think that when it came down to it, a lot of missed opportunities for Washington, but Sayin got comfortable as the game went on, and they proved why they're the number 1 team in the country. Ohio State has Minnesota on Saturday. Washington still, I believe, they are taking on Maryland. Yes, they are. They're going to College Park, taking on Maryland. Alabama, Georgia. Everyone wrote off, including myself. I went on here and said that this program is dead in the water. We both did. Shit, what the
I
fuck?
knocked into my desk, my foot.
We said that the Alabama program is dead in the water.
They proved us wrong.
And they completely proved us wrong. I think that this is what Kalen DeBoer does. When his back's against the wall, he just finds a way to win these games. And there was one play at the end of the game to ice it. Ryan Grubb sends the play was, you know how they, in those like mega spread packages, they line up the offensive lineman out wide as a blocker.
Yeah.
So they send the receiver out there only because the receiver was going to be the blocker. They send out Caden Proctor as a fucking receiver, a 320-pound man, to catch the ball, just run for it, stay in bounds.
Why not?
That's what iced the game for him.
It was
That
sick.
was an insane move. Like, probably the most sicko play call I think I've ever seen in my life.
Don't let Dan Campbell see that.
Don't let Dan Campbell see that. Don't let Ben Johnson see that.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Don't let Ben Johnson see that.
Aaron Glenn's going to pull it out next week.
I think Georgia's just gonna be fine. I think that the Stockton Heisman campaign is sort of dead after that.
I think the Dante Moore Heisman campaign is through the roof.
Dante Moore is through the roof. We'll get to that game. Yeah, Gunnar Stockton 13 to 20, 130 yards. They had their offense by running the ball. Chauncey Bowens on 12 carries ran for 119 yards, averaged 9 yards a carry, his longest rush being 43 yards. And receivers, I know Stockton didn't really do his thing throwing. You got to get the ball to your playmaker. Zachariah Branch, who was that coveted USC transfer, he only had 3 catches for 35 yards, ran the ball twice, only had 4 yards carrying. Alabama. Are we possibly looking at an Ole Miss Alabama SEC championship gun to your head right now on October 1st?
No, I think it's too early to put Bama in that spot. Are you correct? Gun to my head, October 1st.
We all love the hypotheticals. Let's all keep that in mind.
Gun to my head, yeah, no, I'm all right. I don't think they get there. But it was a good win for Bama. They're trending.
Great win for Bama. That helps their playoff. Especially when Florida State lost to Virginia. They needed that win.
100%. Well, they're in the top 10 now. No, they're 10.
I believe that they are 10th. Yes, they're 10th, taking on Vanderbilt.
Not an easy game, but they should get it done.
All right, the big one. Woo, Tim. That was game of the year, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Game of the year.
The Oregon boys are good.
They are. And, Dante Moore, everyone was kind of skeptical because this game was his first true road start. It's the whiteout game. It gets loud. But at the end of the day, how can you trust this man, James Franklin, to win you a big game?
Can't do it
against a Power 4 opponent. You can't. He can't do it. And now I look at this Penn State stat line. I thought the hiring of Andy Kotelnicki was going to allow, he was going to let Drew Aller do his thing and find ways to get his receivers the football. In a big game like this, and I get that you have guys like Katron Allen and Nick Singleton. I'm sorry. If this guy's supposed to be the truth, 14 to 25 for 127 yards with 2 touchdowns and an interception. He averaged 5 yards an attempt. 5.5 yards per attempt.
Yeesh.
Are you kidding?
Brutal.
Someone said on Twitter that he screams Jets 4th round pick, and that
starter week 4.
Yeah, that does make sense to me a little bit. Yeah, but Tim, thoughts on your guys?
Defense looked great. Offense stepped up when they needed to. Dante Moore in overtime was something else. I mean, that
surgical.
When he stepped up in the pocket, running to his right, and made that throw across his body a little bit through 2 guys, I knew it. I said it earlier, Stan. This guy's winning the Heisman.
I think he is. And now, so right now, do you have now if I'm Penn State, I think the stretch that really, you have UCLA and Northwestern, those should be easy wins.
We needed this win, Stan. We said it. We said it. Penn State needed, but Oregon needed it more, and look where they're at.
Listen to this. After that Northwestern game, the next 3 weeks at Iowa, which is no easy feat, by the way, at Ohio State, and then you're home against Indiana. That's the deciding factor on if James Franklin keeps his job or not, if you ask me. Has to be.
Yeah. I mean, I think they'll pull it together. They still played good. I mean, it was an overtime game.
Yeah, but
whiteout. Yeah, I know.
But the thing
Dane
with
Lanning looked fucking off his rocker. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But I think the thing with Penn State, I know you mentioned, they went to overtime, they look good, but those Penn State fans are tired. Those Penn State fans are tired, as you see me with a Nittany Lions shirt on, are tired of this whole, we brought a good team, we pushed a good team to its limit.
Yeah, I know.
They're tired of it.
They got to get over the hump.
They got to get over the hump somehow. If not, and everyone's saying about James Franklin, If not now, when? Because I don't see them winning at Ohio State.
No.
Indiana, we saw what they've done. They've
Indiana's been phenomenal.
They've been great. Mendoza could be getting Heisman votes. Honestly, he could be sitting with Dante Moore on Heisman night.
Mm-hmm.
If we're being honest. So right now, I don't see James Franklin having a job. I'm sorry. I don't see it.
I think it's a conversation to be had. It's a conversation to be had for sure.
It's a conversation that's been had for the past 5 years.
Well, it's definitely a more heated conversation at the moment. They needed this win. Everyone know that it's the whiteout. You're home against probably the best team in the country.
And I get what he's done for the program. He brought it back to relevance after the whole Joe Cox thing.
And that's not enough. I get it. It's not enough.
He's got to go. He's ran its course. It's over. It's over. Can't happen. We so fucking are.
We are Oregon.
Yeah. Oh my God. Some pretty good games next week. We'll preview them on tomorrow's episode. Miami, Florida State.
That's gonna be a dogfight.
That should be a dogfight. Vandy, Alabama, Pavia.
Never know.
If they do it, who knows? Maybe it's a hangover spot for Vandy. 10.5. Texas, Florida. Yeah. All right. Moving on. What I saw. Tim, what do you got?
What did I see this? Did I see anything cool this week? Oh man, what? I haven't really done anything. I mean, I went to Nashville. All right, we can say that. I went to Nashville.
Yeah, you did go to Nashville.
That was pretty. That was a good time. It was fun. Very loud.
What
very
bars?
Loud.
Yeah, Wallens.
I don't know. Yeah, probably all of them. I don't remember any.
Yeah, of course you don't remember.
They all look the same. They're all
live music on every floor.
It's the same. It's the same thing. Wherever you go, it's the same thing.
Yeah. There was a funny part though of that trip. I went to some fundraiser thing for my friend's grandfather who was being honored. But I got a Snapchat from our friend Mike, who was also on the trip, and he said, "I'm lost. I don't know where anyone is." And here I am, 3 Guinnesses deep, and I'm like, shit. Because, it's Nashville. It's not like...
I got lost, too. Things happen.
Yeah, shit goes down there. So I texted Jack. I was like, Mike just texted me that he's lost. LMAO, please tell me you found him. And then I get this fucking goofy-ass picture. Look at this fucking guy.
Oh, yeah, yo, all right, I know exactly where that was. Yeah, so we took a bunch of e-bikes and e-scooters to this bar that was 15 minutes away.
I would not have survived.
And he was like...
I would not have survived. I would not have survived that.
So
Mike doesn't... I don't know how to ride a bike either.
He's literally just sitting on it, but Mike didn't know how to ride a scooter either or whatever. He just he was pretty drunk, so I don't want to do that. I was like, all right, you can call an Uber. And he was like, no, I'll just walk. I was like, bro, this is a hike. It's a good 15, 20-minute walk.
Yeah. He's like, I'm lost. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Bro, we're sitting there drinking. Jesus. He just shows up out of nowhere. I was like, oh, there he is.
Oh, yeah. There he is. Trying to think what I saw. I've had one, and then I lost it. What I saw, winner of Big Brother has been crowned. Ashley, who, and now there's an argument here, Tim, that, Big Brother is a social game, but it's based on competitions and all this.
Yes.
This girl, Ashley, did not only won the first veto competition of the season, and then didn't win another competition until the last one, the final head of household competition, where she cast the sole vote to evict for who she wanted to bring to the final 2. She cut this woman named Morgan, who probably is one of the top 5 players to never win the game, because she just won everything. She won every immunity competition that she was just eligible for.
I don't even understand how this game works.
She voted to evict her. So okay.
And she got out, and she's out.
Let me describe this. So when you're down to the key of the final 3 is, so basically it was down to 3 people. It's this girl Ashley, this girl named Morgan, and this guy named Vince.
Mm-hmm.
Vince and Morgan were like this, and Ashley was sort of they were in the same alliance, but Ashley was sort of on the outs with them. So there's 3, in the final head of household competition, there's 3 parts. Morgan won the first part, which automatically advanced her to part 3. Ashley won the second part, which sent her to part 3 against Morgan, and then Vince didn't make part 3. Ashley won part 3, which gave her the sole vote to evict and who she wanted to bring to final 2. And she picked Vince over Morgan because she knew that Morgan would win over Vince because...
She just kicked her out?
No, you vote to evict her.
Yeah.
She was on the jury, yeah. Yes. Well, no, they decided a winner already.
No shit. And who won?
Ashley, I told you. Didn't listen?
Okay. No, I did listen. Dude, there's so many names going on. Ashley Morgan.
I know. Yeah.
I don't understand this show. I've never watched it.
I've thought of this, and this has always been a pipe dream, and I sent this to Tim. I feel like we need to do like some type of like Big Brother Survivor.
I
game.
will gladly do it. I just need to watch the show first because I just like I don't understand.
I'll host it. If we get 16 people, 8 guys, 8 girls, because I know a lot of people that like would want to play Big Brother.
I just
and now like they're not staying in a house.
No. I know. I get what you're saying, but all right. I got to watch this show because I got to figure this out. You talk about it so much, and I like literally.
I fucking love Big Brother.
That and Survivor. I have no. I don't know how.
Survivor may be. Survivor's even better.
How do those? I don't know either. I'll look them up. I don't know either of them work.
Yeah, Survivor's freaking awesome. I love it. Season 50. Actually, new season 49. Yeah, because they air twice. So there's a fall season and a spring season.
50's crazy.
Yeah, so they're at 50 seasons.
Isn't Grey's Anatomy at like 38?
Grey's Anatomy, this aired... When did Grey's Anatomy... Grey's Anatomy aired 2005, I think.
How many seasons do they have?
I believe they are...
22 now? Oh my god.
Yeah, 22. Yeah, that show has to go.
Give it a rest.
Yeah.
Did you see this? Wait, real quick, where we go. You see this like new Chicago show? Where they like it's like Chicago.
Oh, 911?
Yeah, did you
what
see
the fuck is this? What the fuck? I knew what it was. I knew what I saw was. I resorted to Big Brother. Time out. Because I did research on this, and my mom kind of like watches the show. So basically, it was originally on Fox.
But there's like a PD and like a fire department one and like a medical. Okay. But that's one with the meteors, right? That were coming.
Yes, that's 911.
Okay.
Listen to how, and this is what I say like all the time about like medical shows and like cop shows. Blue Bloods. I know Blue Bloods fans wants this show to like turn into the new Law and Order when it's like, all right, just like let it go. You're running out of stories. ER, nobody gave a shit about until like after George Clooney left or Anthony Edwards left. And then they just like ran out of shit to write about. A doctor got his arm chopped off by a helicopter. And then the next season he died because the helicopter like crashed into the ambulance bay and the helicopter landed on him. Like, you run out of shit to write about with medical shows. You run out of shit because it becomes repetitive. So they kill off the season before. They kill off one of the most beloved characters, who I believe is the guy from 6 Feet Under. If I forget his name, the guy with the spiky hair, not the guy from Dexter, but the brother.
Yeah.
They kill him off. He was a cop. They kill him off because of realism last season. And then they show this fucking thing, and I now got to see Angela Bassett going into space.
I don't even understand how.
What is this?
I don't understand what the season even. I can't even fathom what it's going to be about. I can't because they.
I don't know.
The commercial's crazy.
Why? If you're talking about realism and there's a meteor shower hitting L.A.
Only hitting L.A., by the way.
Only hitting Los Angeles.
And there's a million of these coming down.
Only hitting. Also, the trailer is diabolical because they're
like. Who's that lady that's just like in a suit?
Oh my god, is that Jennifer Love Hewitt?
I don't even know.
I think it's Jennifer Love Hewitt. She's just standing there and she's like, oh my god.
This is the dumbest show I've ever seen.
Ron!
The trailer is so stupid. Like, I can't even. I honestly, I don't even get it. Like, the trailer's
I don't understand. Like, what's the premise of the season?
I don't have a guess. I'm out of words because every time I see it, I'm just like, what is this?
Yeah, and like, this is what I mean. Like, all these like medical cop shows, you run out of stuff to write about.
And they're like paging someone else, like, oh, we need backup. Like in the cutscene, I'm like, it's a meteor flying.
Brace for impact.
Yeah. What do we? You can't look outside.
But like, what I don't understand is like. When I see Angela Bassett and the EMT girl go up into space, why is the first thought of a meteor shower? Yeah, let's call a cop and an EMT to go into space. Call fucking NASA.
It's turning into like
They
Fast
killed
and
off a guy
Furious
because of
they
fucking
called
like
Dom
what is
Toretto to get the car that they had up in Fast and Furious
I don't
8 up in.
understand. Yeah. Speaking of television, Abbott Elementary season 5 starts today. I'm very excited for it.
That show's actually good. Don't watch this 911
Don't
show.
watch 911. Do not watch no. Abbott Elementary at 8:30 tonight. Watch it. I'll be watching it after the Yankees lose today.
Maybe tune into 911 if you want to figure out what's happening.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, honestly, like it's a shitty premise, but
I
it's
have
a
to
genius.
know.
It's a genius move because I have to know.
I gotta know because I don't even care about the show. I just gotta know what's going on. I
have to know what's happening. You gotta know what's happening.
I don't care about anything that's going on, like actually inside of the show, but I have to understand how we got from like a hospital to now a meteor shower with a cop.
Yeah,
and like
this is like I thought the show was about first responders. Like, there's no way like meteor showers can because no first responders ever experienced a meteor shower.
I don't know what
happened to realism.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like step one, maybe like a forest fire or like a drought or something. Like
I don't understand. Tigers have a runner on third with 2 out in the top of the 4th inning with Dylan Dingler up.
Big
Riley Green on third. Yeah, that's a big at bat there. All right. Yeah, I just had to rant about 911 there.
I just don't get it.
I don't understand either. I don't.
I don't get the premise.
That may be like the worst thing television writers have done since Lost. Do you remember that last season?
The last season of Lost.
The last season of Lost?
It was.
I mean, spoilers for people that want to watch Lost. I haven't seen Lost, and I know how stupid the last season is. Basically, they're trapped in this island, and in the second to last season, they get rescued from the island. And in the beginning of the 6th season, they're like, we have to go back. What? We have to go back to the island.
You run out of stuff to...
You run out of shit to put down. Like, that's why
we
television
are the
writer...
Island, Kate.
We are the island. Like, stop. Unbelievable. All right. That's going to wrap it up. Be sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Be sure to like this episode on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube. Leave a comment on our videos. Be sure to follow us and rate us on Spotify.
5 stars.
5 stars only. Go Yankees. Maybe there will be an episode tomorrow. Will the Yankees be out? Will the Yankees still live to see another day? Who knows? You may see a unhappy me. And if Aaron Boone still has a job, you're the delusional one You're the delusional one for thinking he wasn't getting fired. All right. Peace out, y'all.